Hi guys, Amy here from Becoming Betty Baker. To make these delicious cake pops, we'll need some vanilla cake, some white chocolate, cream, some cake pop sticks, candy melts, cofa, some sprinkles for decorating, and some Wilton's glitter. Okay, we start off by breaking up your vanilla cake. The easiest way to do this is by hand, grabbing bits and rubbing them together, and then just kneading it into a fine crumb. Once you're happy with how your crumb looks, we can move on to making the white chocolate ganache. We put our white chocolate into a heat-proof container with the cream, into the microwave for a minute, giving it a good stir around once it comes out to make sure it's heating through evenly, then back into the microwave for another minute. Once it's out of the microwave for its second time and completely melted through, it's ready to be added into our cake crumb. Once you've given the ganache a nice mix around with your spatula, it's time to move on to kneading it with your hands. The consistency now will be nice and sticky, and when you give it a press in your hands, it'll start to hold its form really well. That's how you know it's ready to start rolling into balls. When rolling out your balls, you don't want to make them too large because they will increase in size when you've decorated them. I like to make mine around the size of a ping pong ball. Once you've got all your balls done, you need to pop them into the fridge for at least 20 minutes. Now it's time to melt a touch more white chocolate. I once again did it in the microwave, just at 1 minute intervals, just so you make sure it's all nice and melted without burning. Once the chocolate's completely melted and completely smooth, it's time to grab our cake pop sticks, dip one end into the chocolate and place it inside the ball. This part's really important because it creates a seal for the stick to stay into the ball so they don't fall out. When all the sticks are in the balls, you need to pop them back in the fridge to set for about another 20 minutes. Now moving on to our candy melts. For every 100 gram of candy melts that you use, it's a good idea to use about 20 grams of cofa. It just makes the consistency a little bit more runny and easier for dipping your cake pops into. So I melted it the same way I did the white chocolate in the microwave at 1 minute intervals. I then poured the melted candy melts into a cup so it made it easier for dipping. After you've dipped your cake pop into your candy melts, gently rotate it around, lightly tap your wrist so you remove any excess off your cake pop. Now it's time for decorating. If you're going to use something like sprinkles, you need to get them onto your cake pop while the candy melts are still melted. If you're going to use something like glitter, you need to wait until your candy melts are fully set before you dust the glitter on. A handy tip is to use a florist block or some polystyrene, something that you can put your sticks into so your cake pops dry upright and so easier for decorating and you don't end up with any flat edges. I hope you enjoyed this. They're my beautiful, delicious white chocolate cake pops.